The 10-2 New Orleans Saints are traveling to Philadelphia to take on the 3-8-1 Philadelphia Eagles in what should be a sneaky good game here in Week 14. You have a three-time starter in Taysom Hill going up against a QB with a very similar skill set who is making his first career NFL start. It's going to be a very interesting game to say the least. Roll the intro. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I really appreciate you guys stopping by for today's video. Today we have the Saints vs. Eagles preview and predictions, but before we get into that, I'm going to go ahead and ask you if you could go ahead and leave a subscription to the channel if you're new. We're getting really close to 9,000 subscribers every single day. We're at, I believe, 8,840 right now, something like that. So please go ahead and leave a subscription if you're new to the channel. If you like the content, please go ahead and do that. And yeah, let's get on with the video. So the Saints, being 10-2, have done a lot to achieve that record, if that makes any sense to you guys. Regardless of only having Michael Thomas, Drew Brees, and Alvin Kamara on the same field 2 times this season, they have still emerged as potential Super Bowl favorites. The Eagles, on the other hand, have struggled painfully to a horrific 3-8-1 record because of spotty defensive plays and, of course, the fall of Carson Wentz, who went from zero to hero very quickly in about the snap of a finger. Both of these teams have very different storylines and very different goals, but regardless, this is the matchup that we're getting on Sunday. So let's go ahead and get into some metrics to really see how these two teams stack up against each other. So the New Orleans Saints are top 5 in both of the offensive and defensive categories, putting up an astounding 28.9 points per game while only allowing 20.1, which is over a touchdown difference, which is absolutely insane. Because of how our defense was playing early on in the season, and because of the fact that we lost Drew Brees for a prolonged period of time, most people expected those metrics to be in the bottom 5 instead of what they are now. We are second in the league in yards allowed per game as well, only allowing 288.7 yards per game, and are 4th in the league in turnover differential with a positive 7, which is absolutely fantastic. That means we're not turning the ball over and we're getting turnovers, and that's what you need to do to win games in the National Football League. The Saints have only allowed 2 touchdowns in the last 5 games, and in that same span of time, they have nabbed 13 turnovers from the opposing team, which is absolutely insane. Like, dude, is this real life? The Saints might have the best defense in the league, and we're all watching it unfold, and I'm here for it. It's been fantastic. The New Orleans Saints are a very complementary football team. The offense is great and the defense is great. They could both back up each other's play. It's absolutely fantastic, and this includes the special teams as well even. Everyone has a shoulder to lean on, and this is why we work so well. This is why we've been so successful. This is why we've been like 40-10 in the past 3 years, minus the playoffs. We've been fantastic, and we can't take that for granted, but we got to look at individual weeks this week where we have to go up against a Philadelphia Eagles team that, while the metrics may not be that great, and we're going to go ahead and get into those, are a very hard team to plan for. So the metrics for the Philadelphia Eagles read as follow. The Eagles are 26th in points per game with only 21.1 points per game put up on a gamely basis by them. That is not great. And they are also 19th in points per game allowed, allowing 25.6 points per game. So they're allowing 4.5 more points than they're scoring, which is obviously how you lose games. They are 29th in total yards picked up per game and 30th in turnover differential with a negative 11 turnover differential. That is absolutely horrendous, and if the Saints want to win this game, they have to make that turnover differential come to life, and if the Philadelphia Eagles want to win this game, they got to make that go away. Like, and I can't stress how bad this negative 11 turnover differential is. Like, dude, this is hysterically terrible. I don't like to bash teams that we play against, but a negative 11 turnover differential is absolutely insane. I don't know how you achieve that, or do I? Yeah, you. You suck ass. Anyway, it is hard to see how much of these stats even matter coming into this game because the Eagles will have a completely different and probably better quarterback starting in Jalen Hurts, a dude who has extremely amazing athletic prowess, who is very fast, who is a strong runner, who has great ball security, who can throw the football. He is everything you want in a dual threat quarterback, and he will be starting in this game over Carson Wentz, who has run a complete dumpster fire of an offense. It really just depends on if he can show up in his first start against the best defense in football. It's a really shitty hand to be dealt, but that's the hand that he has been dealt, and it's now or never for him. He has to prove himself because Carson Wentz has been sat on the bench for Jalen Hurts. I have a really hard time predicting these kind of games. The Eagles' offensive line, and defense have all been made out to be worse than they actually are because of the play of Carson Wentz. He can't sustain a drive, so everyone else hurts because of it. You see what I did there? The defense can't get off the field. The offensive line gives up more sacks than they should because of the fact that Carson Wentz does nothing but dance when there are wide open wide receivers on the field. It's ridiculous. Their offensive line is, I believe, 19th in pass blocking and 4th in run blocking, which aren't bad metrics, so they're definitely made out to be worse than they are. And if Jalen Hurts can play to his strengths and use these dudes who are actually better than a lot of people think to his advantage, this could be a game here, guys. But there is a reason that I'm going to be picking the New Orleans Saints to win. I mean, lose 56-0, and that is because of our defense. It is good enough to carry our offense even when it doesn't perform. It's really just hard for me to expect a quarterback that's starting their first game in Jalen Hurts to go up against a team that's forcing over 2-3 turnovers per game in the last 5 weeks to go out there and do a great job and lead his team to a victory and put 30 points up. It's hard for me to expect that, and because of that, I feel like the Saints defense will have a pretty easy time getting to Jalen Hurts, throwing him off of his marks, and really making things difficult for him as a quarterback. And I feel like the Philadelphia Eagles offense will struggle, and I don't think their defense is good enough to keep up with the New Orleans Saints, because the longer that the defense for the Eagles is out on the field, the more tired they get, the more points they give up. It's a literal hand-in-hand situation. The Saints have a fantastic run game. They have a good pass game. The Eagles have a run game, but they are going up against the best run defense in the NFL and a secondary that's fantastic. So they're just really dealt a bad hand. Even if Taysom doesn't have a great game, the New Orleans Saints still have the edge in this scenario. Let me know down in the comment section below what you think. Who do you think has the edge in this game? Who do you think is going to be taking home the victory? Or will the Philadelphia Eagles just take it out of the locker room and then get in their cars to where they drive back to their houses? I don't know. But yeah, let me know what you think. Let me know who the winner is going to be. It's going to be a great talk with you guys, so go ahead and do that, and I'll see you boys in the next one. Saints win. Adios.
Zero gravity falling, and I like I'm jumping on a trampoline.